Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to day 31 of journaling my journey to becoming profitable and the best version of myself. Today, we ended up catching an L, trading gold during the Asia session. And let's just go over the trade I ended up taking today, things I could have learned, things I could have done better, and any mistakes that I have made. So, going to the session, I was bearish because we were expecting this big hour gap. We pushed down heavily. We had this bearish fair value gap, and we ended up tapping into it and then displacing really, really smoothly. We also ended up inversing the 15-minute chart. We also ended up inversing this bullish fair value gap right here with this candle, and on the 5-minute, we ended up inversing this bearish fair value gap, and we had no fair value gaps in the way that could have stopped us from going short. My entry, well, I marked out these fair value gaps in case price wanted to come up and sweep out these first, but I saw as soon as market opened, we're showing really strong displacement, and on the 1 minute, it might seem like it was chopping, but we also came into this 1 minute bearish fair value gap and then started going down. And this is the first time I've ever done this, but I was on Top Step X and then I was on a 30-second chart, and I saw a really, really, really clean inverse fair value gap to the downside with really strong displacement. And the thing is, this was really, really early into market open. I feel like I might have rushed today, and I took a trade too soon, but this is just really, really clean. We had this really clean bullish value gap right here, and we just completely destroyed it with this candle. I ended up entering here, putting my stops above these highs, and my target on liquidity was these 1 hour lows right here, which I thought that we would respect this gap, push lower, had an inverse fair value gap entry, take out these highs, and then possibly push up. But off market open, we just ended up going up. And now what I'm seeing is we swept out this 15-minute fair value gap inside of this bearish fair value gap, which is really, really clean. And I would have taken shorts if we inverse this bullish fair value gap, which if we do this is going to be literally super, super A plus and really, really clean. And it'll just be unfortunate that I lost today. I ended up doing 2 micros like always, and today the risk ended up being normal, and I ended up losing $152. So basically, all the profit that I made yesterday, and this week is just not looking too good. We are negative $347 on the week, so definitely not looking too good. It's just really unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'm just trying my best to stay consistent with this and just follow my setup. I think today was pretty clean by me. There was nothing in the way for stopping us from going down. It's just unfortunate. We just ended up ripping up to take out these highs, and I realized that at 7 p.m. when market opens, we usually tend to chop and then make a move, and I always end up being in a trade during the chop, and especially during 8 p.m. price shows a really, really strong move. But today we just ended up being bullish, and I don't know if you guys have anything that you guys could tell me to help me out, because I'm not sure why we ended up being really bullish. Off of my bias, we just look super, super bearish. Like, we're just pushing down. We inverse this bearish gap. We had this bearish gap, and then we respected it with this wick beautifully, and then we just had a 30-second inverse, and I just targeted these lows. In my opinion, this is a good trade. I feel like this looks pretty clean. The only thing I didn't wait for was a liquidity sweep, and I feel like I could have waited for an inverse fair value gap on a higher time frame, but there was just no inverse fair value gaps for us to inverse on the 1 minute, and this 30-second just looked really, really clean. So yeah, that's just what ended up happening. It's just unfortunate, but it is what it is. I journaled my trade, and yeah, that's how trading has been going so far. It's been really, really rough. February has been a really, really rough month for me. It's been really hard, but we'll get through it. But anyways, I just want to go over Proverbs 25, one that I reading yesterday, and just share it with you guys. The first verse that popped out to me said, "It is the glory of God to conceal things from us, but the honor of kings to search it out," which basically means, and what I got from it was, we are amazed and happy with the things that God has blessed us with, but has blessed us with right now. But imagine the things God has for us in the future. We might feel really, really blessed and really just grateful and appreciative for the things that God has done for us right now, and the opportunities that He has given us right now, and the success that we have accomplished right now. But there's a lot of things that God conceals from us for our future. And if you just look at it that way, you could be really, really appreciative and so happy with the things God has given you right now. But just imagine the things that He has in store for us in the future. And we just, it says, and then right after it says, there is work to be put in. So there's a lot of things that God has planned for us in the future, and a lot of vision. The vision that He has put in you guys' head, and the vision that you guys have, He's put that vision in your head for a reason. He knows that you can accomplish it. It's just up to you to put in the work for you to accomplish that. And God has a lot of things stored and planned for you in the future, and He's concealing it for now. But it will all be revealed, and you will all reap the benefits and the success and the glory and the freedom if you just stay consistent and keep on putting in work day in and day out, which is what I'm trying my best to do. It's just frustrating and hard when you're just in a plateau. And I'm not even a plateau. I'm in a little bit of like a downtrend right now. Like, it's just not going well for me. It's just been tough. Yeah, this week I took 3 L's and 1 W, which is not okay. And the one day that I did win, my risk ended up being messed up. But the way I look at it, God is putting me through challenges to overcome so that I'm prepared for the future when there's bigger things at stake and bigger things to accomplish. But it's just been frustrating. Honestly, I miss the NASDAQ a lot. I wish I could trade the AM session. Gold's been rough recently, but can't blame the charts. Every single decision that you make is on you, and you make it for a reason. And honestly, like, yeah, I'm upset. I get stopped out. We're human. We're meant to deal with emotions. But I feel like the trades that I'm taking are good. Like, they have every single time I get on the charts and I review the trade, I have reason behind it, and I explain it really, really vividly. I see my vision. I explain why I took it, and I feel like every single trade that I took, every single trade that I take looks the same, which is the goal. It's just consistency. And you need to have conviction in your strategy, which I do. I've used the strategy, and I've gotten payouts from it at past accounts, but recently it's just been rough. The markets has been ruthless, and honestly just not making too much sense for me. And I'm just hoping that this is the part of the percent of the strategy where I'm meant to lose. No strategy is 100%. At the same time, strategy is around 60 to 70% win rate, which honestly in the past few weeks it does not feel that way. But it's probably just because of the mistakes that I'm also making. But I'm just hoping that this is like the 40 to 30% of the strategy where losses are inevitable, because trading is just a game of probability at the end of the day. But it's just been pretty hard on me, honestly. Yeah, I just don't know what else to really say. It's just unfortunate, and it's just been rough and hard. I really hope I don't lose this live account. I'm trying my best not to. Really doing everything in my power to keep it, because that's going to be rough if I don't have a live account and I'm just stuck in eval jail again. But I'm just trying my best, everything in my power, just stay consistent, focus on building good habits, learn from my mistakes, and not make those mistakes again. And sometimes it's hard to identify the mistakes that you're making, but from today, probably don't take inverses off the 30-second chart anymore. Let the market develop a little bit before entering your trade. And yeah, and honestly, I think once I make a little bit of more profit, I'm gonna start going for 1-on-ones to increase my win rate. And just when you have a lower RR system, your win rates goes up and your psychology just calms down because you're winning more often. And I think with me, I'm a bad loser. I hate losing. And it would just be better off if I just have lower RR but higher win rate. Because recently I just been going for 2 risk rewards and I've been losing. Let me see. What I would have hit if I did one. No, I still wouldn't have. But I would have been close. But it is what it is. And honestly, I need to start going break even more often. I haven't been going break even at all, even in positions where I feel like I should. But it's fine. Yeah, I just maybe this little sweep caused this, but I doubt it. Let's see. Yeah, we just ended up ripping up when I was just anticipating shorts. And it happens, you know. You're going to lose. Yeah, this week's just been rough. My live account, my eval looks even worse. It's just red, 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 green, red. And this green is just pathetic. I should have made so much more money that day, but the risk just ended up being messed up. And today when I lose, it ends up being normal. But it's fine. It is what it is. Can't get in my head too much about it. I just have to get off the charts. I journaled. I'm about to read Proverbs chapter. The next chapter. Share it with you guys tomorrow. And just call it a day. Hope all you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are finding success. And just remember that God has more stored for you in the future. It's just your turn and your part to put in the work to reap the benefits and live the life that he has planned for you. But anyways, that was day 31. Hope you guys are all doing great, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.